ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Taiga News, where we're joined today for a very special feature on the adaptations of animals in the taiga biome. Now you can see we've got two very special guests today. We've got Greg and George, who are joining us to talk about how animals are adapted to the difficult climate of the taiga. As you well know, it is very, very cold in the winter, and animals have had to adapt specially to survive there. So, if I can start with you, please, Greg. How are you and George, as bears, how are you adapted to the taiga biome?
Well, thank you very much for having us on the program today, Mr. Webb. Well, if you feel my fur here, come on over. Oh yes. Now you will notice that my fur is a little bit oily. Now the reason this is to help keep us warm and waterproof. The oil helps to repel water and keeps us very, very warm. Our lovely thick fur.
Wow, that is absolutely fascinating, Greg. Thank you ever so much for sharing. George, what about you? What sort of any other animals you can tell us about who are adapted?
Merry Christmas.
Right. Anything else? Well, you might think, what am I doing with this strange wee box here with me? Well, I'm just going to lower my voice a wee bit because I don't want to wake up the inhabitant of this wee box here. Now, in this box is our dear friend Martin. Now, Martin is actually a wee mouse, and Martin is currently in hibernation. What that means is that during the winter, when it's difficult to find food, some animals go into hibernation. They basically go for a very long sleep, which means they can conserve energy during the winter when there's less food. So tucked away in this wee box is our friend Martin. So around about springtime, when it warms up a wee bit, we'll see him back here. Wow, absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you very much, George. Anything else, Greg, that you can tell us about how animals are adapted to the taiga biome?
Well, it's funny you should ask. I mean, we did invite our dear friend Marvin. Now, Marvin is a moose. You might be familiar. Not a chocolate moose, but the animal, a little bit like a reindeer. And Marvin isn't actually in the taiga biome at the moment. He has migrated. What that means is that he has moved further south during the winter to find food in a warmer area. So he leaves behind animals like me and George and migrates to other areas.
Wow. Well, that has been very, very informative. And many, many thanks to our two special guests today. Any final words from you, George?
Merry Christmas.
Wonderful. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we've got time for today. Take care, and we shall see you again for another thrilling episode of Taiga News.